Good morning here. My name is Harris. How are you? It's another sunny day, as you can see. Thank you for being on this tour. This is the second tour of this kind. Today we are going to visit another old person who lives in a village. You know, previously I have shown you different villages and towns in rural China. Well, this program is more focused on old people, and we're going to his or her home to have a look and have a talk. Now I'm going to flip the camera. Here is like a park, or you may say it's the public breathing space for the villagers living around here. People can play sports, watch a movie, and do some physical exercises here. There are some gym facilities. You can find this kind of a spot also a lot in Shanghai. This old man, he's very curious. All right, I'm going to walk from here to home of that retired teacher. I made a post yesterday telling you that today we're going to see a 93-year-old retired teacher. And this village is called a socialist exemplary village. You will see some nice decorations, and there are different zones in this village area for the local people to enjoy some recreational activities and do sports, all these kind of things. That's why it's called a socialist exemplary village. So they did a renovation to this village. There are some old structures, but most of them are new. The newer parts were added on to it. Yeah, this is a stage. There are a lot of Chinese characters on it. The ones on the bottom say, new era, new thoughts, new objective, new journey. It's a stage. Here is an old building. Looks like a school or office. See the star there? It's now owned by a company. Have a look. And this company is involved in culture. There are some nice cultural exhibits inside. Maybe it's an academy now. Have a look. I mean, Art Academy. There are maybe students here learning how to paint. Well, take a look at the structure. Again, it looks like an ancestral temple. Pay attention to all those details up there, under the roof. Those beams are quite thick, and they are not straight. right? A little bit archy, but really thick. And this kind of beam in the traditional Anhui school architecture is called Donggualiang. Donggua means wax gourd. Wax gourd is pretty thick, big. That's why. All right, now we are moving here, from here to the teacher's home. Yeah, take a look. Kids from grade 2 or sometimes grade 3 in China are supposed to wear a red tie. My son just got his red tie because he's now in grade 3. All right. Do most of the elderly live with their children? It's very common, Lina. It's very common in China. Here in a village, also in a city like Shanghai, it's very common. Even children are grown up for one reason or another. They live with their parents. Sometimes it's just a very practical reason for Chinese parents. They are very caring about the children. Then when children are grown up, they are more attached to the parents. Sounds very natural. And also in traditional Chinese culture, there's a value called filial piety. It's a kind of loyalty between children and parents. So when parents are old, Chinese children, if the parents have a couple of children, at least one lives with the parents to take care of them. What is the significance of the red tie for the children? Good question, Jane. By the way, there's a river here, okay? This is the other side of the view. And there's a road, cars running on the road, and also the mountain behind. All right. So what is the significance of the red tie? Yeah, China is red. Our national flag is red. And the symbol of Chinese Communist Party is red, right? And also for children, there is an organization called the Young Pioneers League. When you wear a red scarf or tie, let's say, it means you are enrolled automatically into this organization called the Young Pioneers. All right, now we are entering this alleyway. Yeah, Young Pioneer League is for little children, starting from age 8 years old to 12 years old. And when you are older, above 12 years old, and there is another league called the Youth League. And both of them are under the leadership of the Communist Party of China. Here is the door. Now we are going into her home. Yeah. 哎，早上好，吴老师。早上好。早饭吃过了吧？ Have a look. This is her garden. So do drop your questions. Any question about Chinese people's life, her life, anything. This lady is the master today. Her last name is Wu. There are a lot of people surnamed Wu in this area. You know, there are a lot of ancestral temples. Each ancestral temple in the village is highly honored by the offsprings in the area. 来，吴老师。What?
他一定要给我们家两个宝宝的那个见面礼，我跟他说不需要，这个年代不需要了。
我上一次忘记的。
She is my wife. I haven't told you that. She is my wife. She is from this village area. Well, we are in a different village though. We drove here in 10 minutes. This is a different village from the village where we live in. And just now, the lady gave my wife some money because she wanted to show her. She wanted to give that money to our children. We visited her 2 days ago for the first time to her home. We did it for some kind of research, and we had a little bit talk. And today we're going to talk more here. This is her vegetable garden. Look, different from the first lady we interviewed, who was like a housewife for all her life. Well, this lady is a retired teacher. You can say she is of a little bit higher class, right? But look, she became a teacher. She was born in the year 1930 and in the year 1952, which is 3 years after China became the People's Republic of China, or the takeover by the Communist Party of China. She became a teacher. Yeah. All right. This is a little bit of a background. 吴老师，坐着好了，坐着我们就聊聊天就行了，坐着。然后我们要不先看一下你这边的屋子，好不好？呀，看一下你这边的屋子。
老屋子，我看下来给你们上门看一下。
没关系，你就给我随便看一下你这边的情况，只要了解一下就行了。This is her when she was 90 years old. 3 years ago. That is 3 years ago. She's now 93 years old. This is her sitting room. The pictures on the sitting room. Look at this picture. You can see different portraits at different angles. Here, Chairman Mao, Zhou Enlai, Zhu De, the top military figure in the time of liberation of China. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Dawn. She looks in good shape. She looks good for her age. Yeah. We're still in her sitting room. The kitchen is part of the sitting room. This is the typical mud brick kitchen range. You see a lot of these in rural China. There are branches and firewood here. This is another one on the natural gas. Here's the dining table. All right, now there you can see this is her bedroom. Can we see the poster below, Mao? Okay, a picture. Here a picture of the top 10 marshals. They were basically the generals who led some important campaigns in the process of liberation of China. And I think in the year 1955 or 1953, just a couple of years after the People's Republic of China was founded, these generals were awarded the title of marshals. All right, top 10. So you can see whom? The most noteworthy ones are this one, Ling Biao, Peng Dehuai, Zhu De, yeah, Liu Bochen, and He Long. The last two ones on the right, He Long and Ye Jianying. All right. I'm not going to talk about the significance of these names I just referred to, but I picked their names because they kind of played some important special roles in different periods of time. And this is another picture of top 10 generals. So they are a little one level lower than the top 10 marshals, all right? Here is another part. So this is another door. I'm going to go through it to another part inside. This is an obviously older structure. And she told us this is 400 years old. Think about it. 400 years ago, China was in the Ming Dynasty. And it was the time, if let's suppose 400 years ago exactly, it was the time the Mayflower voyage was made. Very interesting. Very high wall. And in olden days, this kind of high wall was already a symbol of status for the family living inside. This is the patio. Two very big and time-honored water pots. This is a herb breathing spot. A refrigerator. And some scrolls of paintings and calligraphy, Chinese characters on those scrolls. And you know what? Those paintings and the calligraphy works, these were all created by her son. She has two sons. And each of them was born in different marriages. Her elder son is a painter. So the elder son is the owner of these works, while her second son is a writer. And he wrote a book and many articles. this is her study. A very private looking room with books and documents. Yeah. This is her study room. Study. There's a bed, another old bed. Pretty dark. Okay. So now we're going to talk with her. The painting is beautiful. Yeah. Yes. And last time she showed me some really gorgeous paintings, but photographed paintings. And maybe I can show you that later. Where are her sons and maybe their families now? Her elder son lives here with her mother, while her younger son lives in a village near here. 我这边坐在这儿，好吗？啊，走错也行。